Once again, welcome you guys to SOULARISE. So great to have you here with me this morning on Sunday. Welcome Kelly and Kristen and Talia and Susan, all of you. So great to have you here. We are here every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific time just to create a sacred space to prepare our hearts for the week ahead. I know I need it. And for me, I'm realizing this gathering is probably for me as much as it is for you, just preparing my heart. So we actually are in a 4-week series called The Magical Power of Gratitude. The Magical Power of Gratitude. I've been reading this book with some friends, and if you haven't read it before, I'd encourage you to pick it up. It's called The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. I'm not sure which one it is, but I guess it's the sequel to The Secret. But it's all about gratitude. It's so funny. I would have never known that from the cover. When somebody suggested, hey, let's read this, I was like, well, okay, The Magic. I didn't know what it was about. And then it's about gratitude. It's about thankfulness. And she kind of I'll just be honest with you, like the secret to the whole book is she just adds the word magic to everything. It's pretty funny. Magical dust, magical rock, magical powers, magical gratitude, magical thankfulness, magical me. Hey, I'm magical. You're magical. I like how she does that. So anyway, today we're continuing in that series called The Magical Power of Gratitude. All right. So but before we do that, I want us to just take a couple deep breaths out. And I just want to like us to center ourselves. So no matter where you are, no matter if you're driving, don't close your eyes. If you're at home, just take a couple deep breaths out. 3, ready? Here we go. Another big deep breath in through your nose. Exhale. Letting that stress, anxiety, overwhelm. Another big deep breath in. And out. And so today, God, we ask that you would just calm our hearts, that you would help our minds be focused for just a few minutes on the subject of gratitude, something that we didn't make up, something that we didn't invent. So fascinating to think, God, that you somehow created us with the capacity to be thankful, to express gratitude, that we as human beings didn't create that, but somehow we came hardwired with the capacity to do it, and help us even today to learn more about gratitude and how it is a key that can unlock so many things in our life. Amen. Yeah. It's good to be with you. Good to be with you wherever you are, whatever you're experiencing in life. All right, so some of you know I used to work as a pastor in churches, and there was a church that I was helping at not too many years back, and it was a really old church, built in the early 1900s, had pictures inside the church of actual church members building the church. And with an old church, oftentimes things will get added on, right? Or things will change. Pastors will change. And so doors will change, little additions will be made, all of this type of thing. And so when I started helping out at this church, they said, we want to get you some keys to the church. And I'm thinking, keys? Isn't there like one key, right? The key should just work for the front door, back door, whatever. It's like, no. It's like all of a sudden they just like hand me this pile of keys. Like it's just all these keys. Why? Because like in an older church, you've got this front door, side door, back door, basement door, cellar door, top door, bottom, and it's like all of a sudden, and maybe like this one group in the church, this committee's like, well, we want to keep our stuff safe in this upper cabinet area. So it's like they have their separate key and like all these different keys, right? And so I remember one time there was this office that I needed to get into. And so I've got all these keys, and I'm like, I called the pastor. I'm like, hey, which key is it? Because I'm just helping out. I'm not like the pastor at the church. I'm like, which key is, it's the one that's kind of gold. It's got a little bit of rust on the side, and it's got the little stamp, the B on it. It's like, no, maybe that one's handwritten. I don't know. It's like, right? It's really, 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 all these keys. So I'm just sitting there and it's dark and I'm trying for every key. And you're just like, well, maybe I don't have the key quite in just right. You ever had one of those keys before, right? When you put it in, but it's like, oh no, you got to jiggle it to the left and then pull it out just a little bit. And then okay, you got it, right? And so I'm like, well, maybe it's one of those kind of keys. So you're like jiggle, 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 right? And for me, my cheeks are all jiggle, 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 right? And so then it's like, okay, well, maybe that's not a key. So then you turn it and then you try another key. And then you try another key. And you try another key. And then you're like, well, crap, I wasn't keeping track of the keys that I tried, right? And so now I got to go back and try that other key again. Okay. You realize that's like the pastor curse word, right? It's frick. Okay, you just say it under frick. Okay. I don't curse. I'm just going to let you know. But maybe once in a while, there's one of those little previous pastor curse words that pop in there. So you're just going through all the keys. And then when you finally feel it just kind of go click, and you just, that elation, just that, yes, I found the key. It unlocked it. It's like you want to call all your friends. They're like, okay, big deal. You open the door. No. Seriously. I found the key. I've been standing out here in the dark. I've been trying every key. I tried every key 3 times. I've been jiggle. And then I finally opened it up. And that feeling, that feeling of just relief. What is it like? Tell me in the comments. Is it relief? I think it's relief. Is it the feeling of like all of that stress just melts away? That feeling of like, okay, now I have access to whatever it is that I wanted. So I feel relief. I feel the access strip away. I feel I now have access to whatever it is that I wanted. I now feel like I want to celebrate. I feel like I've gained entry into something that something was holding me back. Right? Something was holding me back from getting inside of something. And so it's just like, bam, like I gained access to it. And it just felt like, right? I think that is the power of gratitude. It is the key that unlocks so many things in our life. It's the key that unlocks so many things in our life. And we've got all these other keys that we've been trying in order to get whatever it is that we want in life. It's what I'm learning, right? I'm just sharing with you what I'm learning, okay? So I've tried all other things that I'm thinking are the key to help me move forward. Okay, so I captured here the 4 things that I think I really want in life. Like I just really, really want these things in life. Number 1, it's not that it's number 1 on the list, but it's the first thing I thought of, because we're talking about oftentimes we're in business, or you're in sales, or you're a leader in your workplace, but is increased financial freedom, right? I want more of that in my life. I want more finances flowing into my life, so I'll have the freedom to take trips and do things and be creative and be generous, even more so, right? Increase financial freedom. How many of you could give me a raised hand, give me a 1, give me an amen? I don't care what you put in the comments. Just is increased financial freedom something that you want in your life, right? There's a delay, by the way, in what I say and what you hear. So that's kind of crazy. I'm just going to tell you. Okay, so I just had a banana, and I think I might have just mildly burped on the air. I apologize. Increase financial freedom. Number 2, physical and mental health and vitality. Physical and mental. All the ways, right? But physical. I mean, I'm pretty ripped already, but I would love to get rippier, even more ripped. Okay. Mental health. I want to have positive, powerful thoughts. Okay, so you want to have more financial freedom. You want to have, right, a more ripped body. Maybe you don't want to have a more ripped body. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. And better mental health. Okay. Number 3, intimate, connected relationships. Okay, wait. I skipped number 2. Physical and mental health. Anybody? Maybe put a 2 on that, or a yes, or an amen, or whatever. Okay, I see Kristen for sure wants more financial freedom. I see Susan is a yes on financial freedom. Kelly Blocks. Okay, anybody else on physical and mental health? Anybody want that? Okay. Number 3, intimate, supportive relationships. I'm just going to tell you, I have not been the person over the course of my entire life that's had a lot of friends. I just haven't. Like, I have even questioned, like, I don't know if I'm that good of a friend. Maybe because I've been so, intensely focused on building whatever it is that I've been focused on, like business or nonprofit or whatever it is. Sometimes I feel like, my friends, the majority of my friends are actually connected to whatever project it is that I'm focused on. And so I am finding that I'm less goodless, I don't know the right word, at connecting with people like outside of my work stuff. And not that I need to, but I just, I'm just processing that as I'm thinking about intimate, supportive relationships and friendships. And that can be both with a partner, it could be with your family, it could be with friends. But we all want that, right? Don't we all want intimate, supportive relationships where you feel like you're not just the one who's initiating the calls, right? You're not the one who's always reaching out. You want somebody to reach out to you. You want somebody to come visit you. It's so fascinating. This is so fascinating. This next week, I'm having I don't know why I'm saying I have the opportunity. I'm choosing to go visit a new friend in New York. I've never done this before. I've never flown to go visit someone that I've met online. It's a little creepy. I'm afraid that this person has me catfished, that like I'm going to show up and they're like, I'm not an entrepreneur. I don't really care anything about this. No. But I'm going to visit her and her family, get to visit her husband and her kids and all this stuff. It's super fun. And she said to me, this is what she said to me on the phone. She says, Dave, I'm always the one that goes and visits other people. I've never had someone come and visit me. Like a friend. I was like, oh, that's interesting. Isn't that what we want in intimate, supportive relationships where people are the ones who are reaching out to us? And I was checking to see if I had those buttons right there. Did you see me do that? Just kind of casually? Because I was in a meeting the other day with somebody and I realized, oh my gosh, I didn't button my collar and I felt so embarrassed. And then I rebuttoned it like that. I think, yeah. Okay, good. It's not. So, you want intimate, supportive relationships, people that have your back, people that aren't making fun of you behind your back, people aren't saying weird things behind you, people that have you when something goes down, know they are with you. Yeah, I need those people in my life, and I want to be that person in my life. So that's number 3, okay? You want that. Number 4, a deep connection with the divine. Now, this may be, maybe you don't really care about that. Okay, maybe that's something new for you. I will tell you that even though I was a pastor for 10 plus years, I was really focused on that. Last 13, 14 years, I've kind of been like, just kind of burned out on like all things religion, spirituality, just because that was my business for 10 years, right? I know it sounds bad, but I was like in the business of religion and spirituality. And just recently, I have felt more of a desire to have some sense of connection with the divine that was, it was deeper. Yeah. So maybe those 4 areas are the things that you want. Am I right? Okay, number 1, more financial freedom. Number 2, physical, mental health and vitality. Number 3, intimate, connected relationships. And number 4, this deep connection with the divine. Okay, can I get an amen? Is everybody, would we all want all 4 of those? I don't want to be, crazy here thinking that that's not what you want and that's what I want. I think that's what we want. Okay, good. So remember I talked about those wrong keys, like the keys, and the word wrong is a little intense, but like, when you put the key in and you're like, it's like, it's not quite working in the door and you're jiggle, and you tried it and you're like, I thought it worked last time. I thought this was the key. This was the key that worked. This was the key that worked on that door, but this key's not working on this door and it's just not working. Okay, let me tell you about the 4 keys that have not or are not working for me right now in my life. Okay, the 4 keys that are just not working on the doors in my life right now. Okay, I'll just be honest with you. The first one is trying to live up to the expectations or example of family, friends, and other like leaders, let's just say online leaders. Trying to live up to the expectations or even the example of family, friends, and other leaders. So, you maybe if you're wanting to grow your business and you're seeing the example of someone else and they're not even like you, maybe they already have like a giant following and they're saying, do this and you'll make millions. And you're like, man, I've been trying that key and it's just not working. Okay, well, they're in a completely different situation, frame of like a season of life. They've got a bazillion followers. They're not even in the closest, like that key's not working. Okay. Expectations. So maybe, so that I just first of all talked about the example of others. Now the expectation of others. So maybe you have a mom or dad who's still alive, or maybe they're not even alive, but you're still trying to live up to the expectations that they put on you when they were alive. The expectations that you're supposed to, I don't know, have a certain kind of job, act a certain kind of way, dress a certain way. Maybe you're, and this is right. And what I'm saying is that living up to their expectations is the key to get you what you want in life. And you're like, I'm just going to use this key of living up to their expectations, of following their example. And then that's going to, boom, open the door and help me get everything that I want in life. Yeah. So I don't know. Is that not been working for you? Trying to live up to other people's expectations, even though you're like, this is not what I want for my life. This is not the way that I want to live my life. That's one of the keys. It's not working for me. Yeah. And tell me if this resonates with you at any point in time, right? That key. Have you been trying that key, living up to the expectations of others? And maybe it was in the past. Number 2, comparing myself to others. Comparing myself to others. That is a key. And I swear, somehow I think that that's the key, that it's going to like motivate me to get what I want in life. That if I compare myself in terms of like how my body looks, how my face looks, how my voice sounds, how my business grows, how the car I drive, the clothes that I wear, the location where I live, the way that somebody has skills in that other area, the way that they're able to develop relationships with other people, whatever it might be, comparison, right? Comparison is the thief of joy, I believe as the quote says. So what's interesting is sometimes in my head, I'll think I'll just constantly compare myself. Maybe it's not even like logical. I'm just doing it. And I'm like, it's going to motivate me by comparing myself to someone else. It's going to motivate me. And that is the key to getting what I want. Like I'm somehow going to be motivated by all this comparison. It just doesn't work for me, right? It just ends up making me depressed, right? Feeling like, I'll never live up to that, like whatever it is that. Or I'll tell you another way that we compare ourselves, and that like we feel like that's the key to like get me what I want, is that I'm comparing myself to people above me, making myself feel worse, or I'm comparing myself to people below me to make myself feel better. Yeah. So when I say below me, that's obviously a subjective perception, either below me in terms of skill set, below me in terms of progress in life, below me in terms of like just pure awesomeness, or below me socioeconomically, below me education-wise. I go, well, I'm ahead of them, so I must be okay, right? That comparison doesn't get us where we want. It's not the key that unlocks the door to all of the things that we want. It ends up frankly, getting us stuck behind the door. The door won't move because we won't, it won't move. It keeps us stuck in place when we're comparing others. I'll tell you why in just a minute. And then the third is striving. Striving. Okay, the first is trying to live up to the expectation and example of others. Number 2, comparing ourselves with others. And number 3, striving, grasping and gasping, like, and usually this is the result of the comparison. I'm going to be striving, trying to get ahead in my financial freedom. I'm striving to try to feel better physically or mentally. I'm striving to have better relationships. It's that grasping. It's it's like it's just out of my arm's length. I can't quite get it. And that striving, I'm really good at that because I feel if I can work harder and be better, that I'll finally get all these things that I want. Okay, I'm going to tell you these 3 keys have not worked for me and are not working for me in opening that door. The key that I'm finding that I'm enjoying is the magical power of gratitude. Yes, that feels like, and I want to take you back, right? Key. I'm trying all the keys. The keys won't work. And then all of a sudden you get to that key and you put it in and it opens. And when that door opens, what do you feel? You feel just, you feel the relief, you feel the anxiety go away, you feel the stress goes away, and you feel like, okay, I'm living, I'm right now, I'm in the moment, this feels so good. And you guys, that is the power of gratitude. And I think rather than focusing on trying to meet up to the expectations of others, rather than trying to strive, rather than trying to compare myself, that moving toward that gratitude is the key that unlocks everything. So I wrote down several ways in which this happens, that when I'm thankful in whatever's going on in my life, that I feel better about myself. I just feel better about myself. I go, wow, I'm thankful for this office. I'm thankful for the car that I drove. I'm thankful that I got a chance to go to the beach this morning. I'm thankful for the shower that I had. I'm thankful for this banana. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for this technology. I'm thankful, right? I'm just thankful. I'm so thankful. All of a sudden I start to feel better, don't I? It just feels better. Yeah, and that's that magical power, the unlocking the key. Number 2, what I focus on is what I end up seeing more of. So whatever you're looking for, if you're looking for the positive, you'll see more of it. I mean, it will just explode in front of you and you'll see more and more and more of whatever it is that you're looking for. But if you're looking for the negative, if you're looking for problems, concerns, challenges, all of that, lack, you will see more of it because it's the lens through which you're looking in life. And so when you are thankful, when you have gratitude in your heart, you'll see so many more things to be thankful for. It really is magical. The third is when you're sending out positive energy into the world, you're going to receive positive energy back. As the magic talks about, is like attracts like. Yeah, it's this manifesting power that when you are putting positivity out, you'll receive more positivity back. So when you're thankful for the relationships that you have, you'll have more intimate and supportive relationships. If you're not thankful and you're complaining about whatever it is in your life, you're actually going to be attracting more of that negativity. You're going to be seeing it through that lens and you're going to be attracting more of it your way. So, right? Number 1, you just feel better. Number 2, you're actually, what you focus on is what you're going to see more of. And number 3, when you're sending out positive energy, you're going to receive more positive energy back. And then the 4th is that you just get in the flow. So to feel that flow of, wow, doors are just opening everywhere. I mean, I'm just putting in this key of gratitude and just doors are opening up everywhere for me. Doors in my health, I'm feeling more positive. I'm feeling more healthy. Doors in my mental health, I'm thankful. That door is opening. Doors in intimate, supportive relationships and friendships, boom, are just opening up. Why? Because I'm using the key of gratitude. Yeah. And so this key of gratitude just starts opening doors everywhere in your life that previously you had felt were closed. So if you have a door in your life right now, this is my challenge for you. If you have a door in your life that feels closed to you, okay, and you're like, I want what's on the other side. And that other side could be more financial freedom. It could be more physical health. It could be more mental health. It could be more intimate, connected, supported relationships. It could be more of a deep connection with the divine. It could be something else that I don't even know. But there's something on the other side of that door that you want so bad in your life. I'm telling you that the key to unlocking that door is gratitude. So, whatever it is that you feel like you're missing, rather than focusing on what is missing, let's just take a moment and focus on what you do have, all right, in that situation in life. So just this past week, I have a individual that I work with on some projects, and I'm just going to tell you, she's very difficult to work with. I'm going to tell you she's very difficult. I'm not kidding. Very difficult. Micromanaging, wants to constantly approve every single little thing, has been disappointed by me multiple times. And I'm like, oh, I feel bad. I feel bad this person is disappointed by me. And it's just not, I'm not in the flow. This is not working. And part of my heart want to just be like, screw her. She's the worst. I don't want to have anything to do with her. I can't believe I'm working with her. Why do I have to do this? This is just the absolute worst. Okay. And so, and if you're thinking it's you, it's not you. If it's it's not you. You don't even know this person. You do not know this person. I guarantee you, you don't know this person. I'm very frustrated. And you know what I started doing? In my morning, write down 10 things I'm thankful for, because I've doing it all last week, just like I asked you to. I wrote down her name multiple times. I'm so thankful. And I put her name, and I said, for her attention to detail, her commitment to excellence, her desire to create the best possible product possible, right? And I'm writing it down, and I'm expressing. And you know what it does? In my heart, I'm like, I can see things from her perspective. I can see how she wants to have this, right? And I start viewing this person through a lens of thankfulness. In your life, you got a physical challenge. Hey, let's just be thankful for your body. I'm so thankful for my body. I'm thankful that it's carried me on this earth X number of years. I'm thankful for every single component. I'm thankful for my fingers, my toes. I'm thankful for my heart. I'm thankful for my lungs. I'm thankful. Just become so thankful about your body that it actually will become part of the key that unlocks the health that you want in your life. Yeah. So whatever it is, whatever situation in your life where you feel like you are struggling, where you're having challenges, yes, you want to make logical next steps, processing through all the different options. But I'm telling you, one of the things that will transform your heart and will unlock the door to get whatever it is that you want is thankfulness. It's gratefulness. It's being grateful for all the things surrounding that situation and what you're learning and how your life is good because of that situation and the things that are good for you. That's my challenge for you. That's my invitation for you, is to see that situation through the lens of gratitude. And that would be the key that unlocks the door to get exactly what you want. All right. Hey, I want to give you a blessing today before you leave, but I want you to be mindful of that. How do you be thankful for whatever's going on in that tough situation, and that'll be the key that unlocks the door to let you in and experience all that you want. All right. If you want to close your eyes, put your hands over your heart, because this is a movement of the heart. That's what we're doing here. We're moving hearts, right? Moving our own hearts, moving the hearts of others. And so, my friends, this week, as you stand in front of the door that you want so desperately to walk into, whether it be financial freedom, health, and physical and mental health, or a deep connection, relationships, or connection with the divine, as you stand in front of that door, may you look down at that key ring that you have access to, and may you pick the key of gratitude and thankfulness, and that you would begin to express your thankfulness and your gratitude for all the things in that situation, all the things that maybe have been colored by your frustration, all the things that may have been tainted by your resentment or challenges, or all those things that you regret, and just begin to use that key of thankfulness and expressing your thankfulness. May you have the courage to do that this week. And may that door open up to you. And may you feel that freedom, that ecstasy, that excitement, that relief of when that door finally opens because you got the right key. May you feel that sense of peace this week as you use the key of gratitude and thankfulness. Yeah. Hey, if this has been helpful to you, I invite you to just share this video on your timeline or invite a friend to check out SOULARISE. They can RSVP for next week's session at soularise.me. And it's just great to be with you. Yeah, and may you have an incredible, thankful week. Go in God's grace. Amen.